How did 1800 number 16? Yes, I know I said it's gonna be earlier, but still there's 2 this week instead of 1, so that's good, right? And there will be another one next week, so yeah, it was a double episode this week. Just like I promised, kind of, sort of. Anywho, we're going to start off with a game of me trying to pick Ra, because I'm going with Cersei, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, I'll just, whatever. So my team told me I'm bad for wanting to pick Ra. I mean, Ra is such a horrible hero, right? And I'm a horrible person for wanting to try to play a hero. How dare I not play the hero they want? Anywho, I was not the highest MMR, which was actually pretty fun. I really hate being highest MMR. So in this game, I picked Predator, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And they're like, oh, what? Predator? No, my god. But yeah, I picked him, and I'm playing him. I'm playing as a suicide hack, so of course I'm free farming completely, and there's really nothing interesting happening this game. I was just free farming all game long. I'm just gonna show you a couple of the kills that I made. So here you can see Hag is getting kind of low. That's how we killed her. Then we move on. This is the second kill I got. As you can see, I already have steam boots, and although she blinked, I knew that I have more movement speed than her because she doesn't have any boots or anything. So I kind of waited my second skill, used it there to avoid her slow, and just dropped her. And just like I said before, don't go to the left, wait for the creeps, and just return the same way so that the mid player cannot kill you. And that's really kind of it for this game, really, guys. That's all that happened. You can see my items right now. We're killing the throne pretty quickly at the timer if you take a look. But yeah, just basic stuff. And Sanitarius, other Parasite, got a Brutalizer, some magic armor, and yeah. They also had a rage quit, so we raid pretty hard. I got MMR, so I'm closer to where I was last week at the start of the video. And yeah, I'm sorry, I just free farmed. I didn't miss that many last hits. I was farming pretty well. It's Predator, and he's a pretty good carry. I got quite a few kills, as you can see. Had one kind of stupid death. So we're going to game number 2, where I am picking Scout this time. Got the ultimate avatar because I just wanted to, but I really don't know which items are good on him. What are you supposed to pick? And bottom lane was okay. I was playing with Torture and even managed to get a kill on my own, and Torture was doing kind of okay, and I was getting some farms, so this lane was really going good. Here I was low in health. I was just waiting for my cooldown to be up, so I ran to the left because I knew I would have my skill available and I wouldn't run in the range of the tower. I didn't want to be predictable and really didn't want the mid player to kill me if he was still there. So I managed to escape. That was good. By the way, her illusions did disarm me, and then Torture just left my lane. He just left my lane. I was alone. I turned into some kind of suicide scout, except I had no levels because he was in the lane at first and then he just disappeared. Yeah. Just left my lane, started ganking. I'm alone against Silhouette and Cersei. They fail, of course. All of their lanes and my lane fails, and we lose. Wow. Wow. Just randomly leaves my lane and loses me more than I'm back. And of course, again, this video could not be easy. It couldn't. I just have to restart again. Every single time something bad happened, like just randomly decides, oh, well, our lane is doing okay, how about I just leave against 2 ranged heroes, me alone and Scout. I'm not supposed to suicide, I want to carry, but these jerks didn't let me. So we're going to the next game where it's single draft again, and I pick Scout again because I'm kind of mad and really upset. So I did the usual thing, the same thing I did last game, which was place wards and the standard spots. I'm not going to be suiciding this time. Actually, it's quite the opposite. For some reason, Engineer decided, hey, wait a second, we have a normal setup. How about I go tri-lane for no reason and cause Pharaoh to suicide? So, of course, Pharaoh leaves the game because why the hell did Pharaoh need to suicide? Engineer, are you stupid, really, bro? And you know what the funniest thing is? The funniest thing is that it's supposed to be a tri-lane and I'm playing alone. How does that happen? Like, this right here is supposed to be a tri-lane. I have Engineer and I have Demented Shaman, but I'm alone. Like, I don't know if these guys just suck or what. I get Engineer definitely does, that's for sure. So I'm 4 against 5. And we pause and we're thinking what to do. And this game is not going great. This is just unfair, really. But thankfully, the enemy team was a bunch of good people and they agreed to remake. So huge respect for everyone on the enemy team, and my team was bad. And we're going to the next game, number 4, I think. This is game number 4. So again, this is another single draft game. I was required to go mid with our setup. So I thought, well, who am I going for? Berserker is kind of good. Flint is kind of like squishy. So I went for Hag, but I really was fine with any three of my heroes to go mid. So I was laying against Soul Reaper and I tried to do my usual thing of harassing and last hitting at the same time. Then they started to dual lane against me because I was, to be fair, winning my lane and getting some decent last hits. And yeah, I'm okay with Hack, but I'm not super good with her, and I can't really land my third skill that well because I don't really know its range. And there were quite a few situations where it was really sticky when I just escaped with red health. Then Magnus came to help me out and we ganked them. I had my ultimate and my third skill and enough mana for both. Used my first skill as well, and the damage over time stacks both on your ultimate and your Q, so I kind of changed them a bit. Got the kill with the damage over time, so thought I didn't at first, but I actually did. So this was quite dangerous. I waited for the Pyro's damage over time, which was really annoying, preventing me from drinking my bottle so that I could blink away and get enough mana. And I'm not a sheep, guys. I do the math and I buy items that I think are good, and not because some competitive player said, oh well, spell charge is bad, herp derp. Why? Because it's just bad, herp derp. Yes, it's just bad. Why Grimoire is good? You can farm. And look at that damage. That's just my ultimate with spell charge. And of course I was farming on Ancients, which also take bonus damage from spell charge. Then one hit of my... he completely destroys Pyromancer here. I'm not a sheep, and I do the math, and I think for myself instead of being complete retard, so I actually got some decent items. And this is just another team fight to show you off. Next item I was going for was Grimoire. I wanted to get both. As you can see, I deal a ton of damage, completely destroy them. Unfortunately get killed by Gladiator somehow. I'm not sure if it was a lucky whip or his ultimate or whatever, but he did get me and I did rage buyback right afterwards. But I did good, got spell shards, almost got Grimoire, but the game ended faster. So this is kind of the last team fight. As you can see, we just completely demolished them. Spell shards is good. It gives stats, like people say Grimoire gives stats. Spell shards does too. It gives you attack speed, it gives you damage, intelligence, mana regen. Spell shards are good and less expensive, and just why do people... anywho. Yeah, this game went pretty well. Hag does deal mostly magic damage, believe it or not. So that's gonna be it for this game. Nothing really to show you. I just played well. And I'll be collecting my 1.5 MMR. I solo queue, and I'm starting to understand why high-rated players just leave their games when there's not much MMR to be gained. This is not fair. Why do I only get 1.5 MMR in this game? I don't care about the MMR difference. I solo queued. This is just BS, really. So now I have to go for a 5th game or 4th game if you don't count the remake or whatever. So this time around, my team is already pretty complete, and they require me to get a jungler. So it's pretty obvious what I'm gonna pick when I'm asked to play a jungler. So I pick my best hero, go for the Black Avatar because I honestly like it more than the ultimate one. So this game I went for kind of a mixed build of kind of super farmer. I went for 6 minor totems just for that extra damage and attack speed on my main hero so that I could farm a bit faster at the start, and then I used the courier to get a buckler for my bear as soon as I could. And then I proceeded to actually farm a Ring of the Teacher first, and then go for Alchemist Bones, and then get 2 boots for both myself and the bear before I started saving up for a Mach. So I just really farmed quite well. They didn't gank me much. I ganked a couple of times, but their kills on me didn't really set me back much. I maxed out my 2nd and 3rd skills, so I was quite squishy for a while, but then I got my ultimate eventually, and yeah. In the end, I got a 24-minute Mach with Ghost Marchers on my bear and normal Marchers on myself, and some other stuff, as you can see. So I delayed my item build, but at the same time, I don't think it was that bad. I mean, I did okay. And yeah, what else can I tell you guys about my Wild Soul? I think I've made like so many videos about this already. I honestly got bored of this hero. I'm not sure he's my favorite one anymore because it's just so boring to win this way. I just farm, and then you just win. So here's the last team fight just to show you an idea of what happened in the end. Go with my bear. Of course he's going to die from my Mach or whatever. I keep going, just killing everyone I can. Engineer uses his ultimate to try and stop me. I just quickly kill his ultimate. It's not gonna help him. Keep chasing him. And as you can see, I have Striders and Mystic Vestments, which is my usual build for the main hero. Then they kind of engage on me and I started getting low, tried to micro my bear, and this was one of the best baits ever. Madman also helps me kill them. I kind of go back in so that my bear can attack and we destroy them. Yeah. I survive with red health, turn back into my normal form so that I have more movement speed, and good game. Yeah, and I believe this is my new record for highest MMR at the end of a video. I've been a bit higher than this. I was like 1778, but now I'm 1775 plus. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Freaking Wild Soul is getting boring. They need to change him somehow. Make his first skill in the bear less random, the root, or I don't know. I just farm and there's nothing the enemy team can do about it if I'm just careful. They even had a Fade who could gank me easily, but they still can stop me, and I'll be 1825 MR, so that's not much left. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and as always, I will see you next time. And even managed to get a kill on my own, but something bad happened after. Not that it's because I don't really know its range, and then we kind of ganked where though that is plus. Yeah. I hope nobody thinks I'm a weird guy for shouting in my microphone in my room alone.